Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this tutorial I will show you how you can create this design actually. So first of all I will show you the preview. So you can see the three icons, and if I hover on this icon, so you can see I have added some hover effects, and here is the three card, and every card has the unique images and the date. And guys, if I hover on this image, so you can see it's zoom in, and if I hover out, so you can see the images is zoom out. So same thing you can see here. And guys, here every product has the title and the description and the read more button. So if I hover on this title, so you can see it's added a color hover, and if I hover on this button, so you can see it's added a hover effect. So if I hover on this button, so it's added some space between text and this icons, you can see that. So this design I will make in this tutorial, and the previous tutorial I had made this design actually. So I'm making the landing page, so I will suggest to add, if you didn't add this design in your project, so I will suggest to add this design in your project, because I'm making the landing page. And the previous tutorial I had made this design. So there is the four product and the four card. Okay, so every card, if I hover, so you can see the hover effect. So this and this is coming, but on if I hover on this, you can see, and every product has the unique images. So if I choose this image and if I hover out, so the image is still here, and if I choose this one and hover out, so image is still here. So you can see that. So I will provide this link in my description, so you can add this design in your project also. So in this video I will do only this design, and the next video here I will add the owl carousel. So guys, I will suggest to keep watch this video, and if I will if you find this video is helpful, so guys, please like, subscribe and press the notification bell icon. So first of all I will open my Visual Studio Code editor. So guys, I have opened index.html and style.css file. So here you can see I have written already some code, this code, and here is the script and some CSS I have already written. So this HTML code and this CSS code for only for this design, which link I will provide in my description. So if you go to my description and watch the video, so then you will find this code, this one, and the script, and also this CSS. Okay, so the script, just here I will give you the brief idea. So the script is for when I am choosing a image, so that time the image is still here if I hover out. So the script only for that. Okay, so now guys, today I will start to write code from below of this here. So first of all, here I will write section and section class policy. So class name and id name and variable name when we write a script, so you can write as per your choice. And now guys, here I will write deep class containers. So here the thing you have to be noticed, I didn't use the bootstrap container, I have used containers, that is not a bootstrap class. Okay, because in this containers class, here I have added already some CSS with 90% and the margin 0 auto. That means here you can see it's added some space in left and right. But now if you are thinking, if I use container, so it would be a same, but if I use the container, so there it would more space. But I have used these containers, I mean, if my manual is CSS property I have added, so I have add this, you can see the space 90%. Okay, so now guys, containers, and now I will use the bootstrap class, that is text center. So that means guys, whatever content I will write inside this class text center, so that means the content will comes from middle, so that is text center. Okay, and this is bootstrap class, you cannot change the name of this class, you have to be write text center. Okay, and now here I will create a 3 column. So deep class row, this one also the bootstrap class, so you cannot change the name. And here I want to make it 3 columns, so that means total column we can make 12. So if I divide it 4, so it's remaining 3, so that means I have to be divide column by 4. So call md4 and inverted comma. Now it will if I copy and paste, so now it will be a 3 column, because 4 and 4 8 and 4 12, so that is 3 column. Okay, so now here inside this first column, first of all I will make a design for first column. So here deep class policy card. And now first of all I will write the all the HTML code, and then I will make a design, and I will explain how it works. And now inside this policy card class, here I will write div class round. And now inside this round class, div class round icon. So class name, again I'm saying class name you can write as per your choice, round icon. And here just I will add the font awesome icon. So in the previous tutorial I had shown how to use font awesome icon. Okay, so here you can watch my previous tutorial if you don't know how to use font awesome icon. So after just include the font awesome minify CSS, then you can write the font awesome class name. Okay, so here I will write the class name, that is FA and FA car. So this is font awesome class. Okay, so now this is done, this one is done. And now just below this round class, so you can see I have clicked, so the round class is end here. So below this round class, here I will write some content, so h2, and inside this h2 tag here I will write free shipping, and so guys, when we write this and symbol, so that time we cannot leave it only and. Here we are to write AMP and semicolon. So that is the perfect. If you write this only and, so it's not a good practice. Okay, so if you write and, so you have to write AMP and semicolon, and then the content is written. And now guys, here I will write a paragraph. So paragraph will be free shipping on all UK order. Okay, so this is the content. So this and this paragraph content you can write as per your choice. This is actually a dummy content, or I have added this content only for design purpose. So now the first column design is done. So now I will start to write the CSS. So guys, here first of all I will copy this policy class, and here already I have written some CSS, so I will go to below, because this CSS the only for the previous design, this one. So now here I will write the CSS start from here. Okay, so policy. So first of all, inside this policy class I will add background image. So background image and URL. So I have to be write the path of this image, whatever image I want to add, so the URL. So inside this URL I will write the path, so // and images and policy, because inside this policy folder I have stored some images, and I will add the image, this one. So guys, if you want to take only this image, so you can write in comment, so I will provide this image also. Okay, so now because I otherwise you can download any images from Google. So background image I have added. So guys, when we add the background image, so that time we are to write some CSS property, that is background size. First of all, background size will be, I will write cover. There are many CSS property background size like content, cover. So here I will write cover. That means this image will be covered whole of the background, that is background size cover. And background position will be center. I will write, because I want this image will be in a center. Okay, and the another thing, that is background repeat, no repeat. That means guys, suppose your background size, because guys the background image, that means suppose here I'm just giving you the example on this design, by this design, like suppose here you are adding a background image like this, just watch my mouse cursor. So guys, suppose how many content you will write here, so your background size will be increased. But guys, maybe your background image not too much height and width, just your background image is 100 pixel width and 100 pixel height. But when you will write more content in your site, so that time your content height and width will be increased, because you can see now here the content start and here the content is end. So here you can see too much height, and if I add more content here, so the height will be increased, but the image height and width is not increasing. So that time it will be happen for it. Here I have written the background size is cover. So for covering all the background, this image will start to repeat. So I don't need that. I need this image will be stretch. If our background size height is 1000 pixel and the width if the 1000 pixel and the image height is suppose 100 pixel and width is 100 pixel, so that time for covering 1000 pixel width and height the image will be repeat because 10 time, because 100 into 10 that is 1000, so image will be repeat up to 10 times. So I don't need that. I need this 100 pixel will be stretched to 1000 pixel. So that's why here I have added background repeat, no repeat. Okay, I hope you understand what I am trying to explain. So this is the background image property. Okay, so this is done. And guys, when we write the background image, suppose there is no content, because here I have added the background image on this policy. Suppose here I have written this contents parent class is this policy and I have added the background image on this policy class. But suppose there is no content, so that time we are to set the height of this image. Okay, otherwise this image height will be content up to this content. Suppose if I save this HTML and if I save this CSS also, and now if I refresh, so here you can see this background image is content up to this content, you can see. But now guys, I need the background image height will be more, so that's why here I will set the height property. So the height I will write here 390 pixel. Otherwise you can write any height as per your skin size. And now here I will write the padding is 60 pixel and 0. That means top and bottom will be 60 pixel and left and right will be 0. So if you think that top and bottom will be same and left and right will be same, so you don't need to write top, left, right, bottom separately. You can define like this way: top and bottom is 60 and left and right is a 0, and padding used for add some space inside the element. Okay, so this is done. So now if I save and refresh here, so you can see the height is increase of this background image, and here it's also some added padding in top and bottom. Okay, and now this is done. And now guys, I will go to HTML, and here from here I will copy this round class. Okay, so now here I will add this round class, and here I will add first of all padding. So padding is 23 pixel, and here I will write height. I will set the height of this element 80 pixel, and also width of this element 80 pixel, and I want to make this element round. So guys, when height and width is same, so that time if I write border radius 50%, so the element will be a round. And now whatever content will be in this element, so that color will be white. So color white, and the font size I will write font size is 34 pixel. That means in this round class here I have added this one, this font awesome. So this font awesome color icon color will be white, and the font size will be 34 pixel, and the background color of this element will be, so background color will be RGBA. So RGBA is the color code. So R is the full form of red, G is green, B is blue, and A is used for opacity. So guys, here I will use this color code for red, green, blue, and the opacity I will change it to 2. Okay, so this one. So save. And guys, here if I refresh, so here you can see this one. Okay, and now here just here instead of car, here I will write the icon is truck. So actually there is no icon car, so now you can see the icon is visible. And now here I will write another CSS property, that is transition. So transition will be 0.3s 0.3s all and is. only is. Okay, because guys when I will hover, so I had shown the preview, that is when I was hovering on that, so the background color of this element was transformed into orange color. So that's why I have added the transition. Okay, so now transition I have added. Now here you can see margin I have to be added, because guys because you can see this one start from left, but guys if I add the margin 0 first of all, that means from top and bottom is the 0 and left and right is the equal, that is auto. So if I have write the left and right will be equal, so that time this cannot start from left, because here this elements left and right will be equal, so that time it will come to middle, so that time it will be the left and right the same. So if I save this thing, and now here if I refresh, so you can see it's a comes middle, because here now here the left and the right margin is same. So now here I will write the position is relative. Position relative means guys, because this dip is the below and above on this dip, here you can see the icon, so that icon is now I will make floated, and this icon will float it and it will comes into a middle. So that's why I have written the position relative, and this icons parent class is this round icon. So I will copy this round icon class name, and just here I will paste, and this icon I will make it float. So position absolute, and then first of all I will bring it middle from top, so that is 50%, because out of 100 it will comes in 50% from top, that means it will be a middle from top, and the same thing left 50%, it will be a middle from left 50%. Okay, and now guys for making this top and left property strongly, we write another CSS property, that is transform translate. That means this div this class will be transform. So how many transform I will write here now, transform, and the value is translate and minus 50% comma minus 50%. That means from top and bottom it will be minus 50%. So here we write plus, but here we write minus, so it is the same, because it's added some space from top 50%, but here it will be the minus, that means bottom to top 50% and right to left minus 50%, that means it will come here middle. Okay, so that means it's make it strong CSS, that is top and left. So this one is done, and now first of all I will save, and if I show the preview, so now it's a middle, and it was already a middle, but if it would not be a middle this icon, so now it will comes a middle, because I have written the CSS property for being it middle. So now this is done, and now I will write the content for this h2 tag and p tag. Okay, so this h2 tag and p tags parent class is this policy card. So I will write the I will copy this policy card, because how many h2 tag and p tag will be only this policy card class, so that I will add the CSS. So that's why I will take the parent class first of all. Okay, so that means if any CSS if any h2 tag and p tag outside this parent class, so that will not affected by the CSS whatever I am going to write, because I am going to affect only this h2 and this p tag. So that's why I have added this parent class. But if this any h2 tag and p tag outside this class, so that means it will not be affected. So that's why policy card and then h2 tag, and the same thing I will copy, and just here I will paste, and this policy card and then p tag. So now first of all I will add the CSS for this h2 tag. So now first of all here I will write the transition, because guys when I will hover on it, so I will add the transition effect. So transition is this one, and now the font weight, because I want to make it bolder, so font weight it's 700, and now the font size will be 16 pixel, And color I will write the white color. So this triple F is the color code for white. And now text uh, text transform is uppercase. Okay, so that means guys, here you can see it's a first letter is capital, and after that is a small letter. So if I write the uppercase, so that means all the letter will be a capital, so that's why uppercase. And now margin, so margin will be 12 pixel 0 and 5 pixel. So that means top is 12 pixel, then right is 0, and after that bottom is 5 pixels. And I don't need to write left because it's automatically calculate left is 0. So now save. So here you can see it's added this one. And now I will add some CSS for this p tag. So p tag here I have already written. So now I will add the color only. So the color I will add db this one. Okay, this grayish color. And font style, so font style I will write that is italic. So that means the font will be little bit of blend. So here you can see this is done actually. And now guys, here when I will hover on this product card, I mean if I show here, so this one, this inside this product class, here is the everything. So when I will hover on this parent class, I mean this product card, so guys that time first of all I will change the color of this round, I mean this one. Okay, and after that this h2 tag also. So I will copy this product class, and here I will add the hover effect. So here I will paste, and when I will hover on this one, so that time this round class color will be changed. So round, and now here I will change the color, that is background, and here I will write the orange color. So the color code is hashtag F4 this one. So this is now done. And now here I will write the cursor is pointer. So that means when I will bring my cursor on this round element, so it will be pointer. And now the same thing I will copy and paste, but instead of round, now I will, when I will hover on this policy card, so that time I will change the color for this h2 tag. So instead of round, here I will write h2 tag, and here I will not change the background color, I will change the color. Okay, and the cursor will be same pointer. So this is done. And now if I save, and here you can see if I hover on this product card here, I mean this product card is also full, this is the parent class. So if I hover, so you can see the color is changing to the round, and also here this h2 tag. So this is done. So now I will go to the HTML file, and here from the parent class only up to here, just I will paste here. And now just I will change the icon. So icon will be refresh. Okay, refresh. And the content I will change. So content, here I will write, you can write any content as per your choice, but here I will write money back guarantee. This is this one for heading, and the paragraph I will change also. So here I will write this little bit of different, that is 30 days money back guarantee. So this one is done. So if I save and now refresh, so here you can see this content is come the next column. And here same thing I will paste here, and here I will change the icon is phone, and here I will change the content, that is online support 24 out of 24 hours. So this one. And now here I will write we support online 24 hours out of 24 on a day. So that is done. So you can see this one is done. So now here just I will minimize this one, and now I will start to write the next section. So now guys, here I will write the section, and the section class is policy product. And now here I will add the containers, same for adding some space in left and right. And this is not a bootstrap class, again I'm saying, because in this containers, this is not a container, this is containers, and inside this containers class I have already added some CSS. Again I'm showing this one. Okay, this one I had shown in the previous tutorial also. So now this is done. So first of all, say the same way, I will create a three columns. So deep class row, and here inside this row, here I will write deep class call md4. so this 4, this one, and now these 4 I will copy and paste for more than 2 times. So that means it will be created a 3 column. And now here first of all I will make the HTML code for first column. So deep class policy p cart. So this class name you can write as per your choice. And now here I will write deep class date, and inside this date here I will write h3, and inside this h3 tag first of all I will write the date, and now here I will write the h4 tag, and here I will write the month. So month is I will write June. And now this is done. And below this date tag, so here this one is the below of this date tag, and just here I will write the image. So deep class policy image. And now here, so I will write not only this one, image. Okay, so you can write image, the full image, so anything you can write as per your choice, because class name you can write as per your choice. Now image source, here I will add the image source. So ./images policy, and here this first image, and here I will write the alter tag, here I will write image. So alter tag used for SEO purpose, because suppose the image is blank, so that time this or whatever you will pass inside this alter tag, so that will that you can see inside this alter tag, I mean inside, instead of this image, because image is blank. So alter tag used for SEO purpose. And now below this image tag, just here I will write h2 and p tag, and I will create a button. So here first of all I will create a button, and after that here I will write the content for h2 tag and p2 tag. So first button I will using by anchor tag. Okay, you can write button also, but here when I will click this button, so it will be redirect to the next page, but I will not make this next page. So when we create this type of button, when we will create this button, and it will be redirect to the next page, so that time we use anchor tag for creating the button. And now here I will write the class name. So class name will be read more, but you can write any name of this class. And now the button name I will write read more, and this read more class, here I will write the CSS, and I will convert into a button by this CSS. And here read more, and after that I will do one thing. Just here I will open the Font Awesome official size, because this icon name I haven't remembered, so I will get this icon from this Font Awesome official site, and just here I will type right. So after typing this icon, I will copy from here this icon. So here just I will write I class and the icon name and this one, so you can see. So now it will be shown the icon. So if I save and first of all refresh, so here this one, and you can see this icon. Okay, and now here I will add for content h2 tag and p tag. So here just I will close this one, and instead of that here I will write lorem ipsum. So lorem ipsum is the site where you will get the free content. Free content means, guys, this content if you use in your website, you will not get the copyright issue. But if you get content from any different website, and if you publish your website in a server, so you can get the copyright issue and your website may be disabled. So guys, for that time we use lorem ipsum. And now guys, from here, just for the heading, I will copy some content from here. Suppose this content, if I copy, you can copy any content from Lorem Ipsum site. So this one will be a heading. So this heading is too long, so I will cut this content like this. So this is not perfect. So this is the heading, and here I will copy some content from here. I will copy for the paragraph. So I will copy some long, like this 2 lines I will copy for the paragraph, so I will paste here. So this is done. So now if I save and so the preview, so here you can see this is the heading and this is for the paragraph. So now I will add some design for this one. Okay, so now guys, first of all, here you can see that is policy product. So I will copy this one, and here, just here, I will paste this policy product. First of all, I will add some padding. So padding is 60 pixel and 0. That means top and bottom is 60 pixel, left and right is 0, and the background is this color code. Okay, this is grayish color. And now here I will copy this one and this one, and here I will light the background. So that is the that is for actually if I show the preview, so this image, so background of this image I will add some color. So the color will be white. So background, and this product color here I have added gray, so that means it's a whole over this one. So now after showing the preview, after adding some css, you will understand. Okay, so now here I will add the white color. So this is the white color code, and here I will add the padding is 20 pixel. And now border radius, because I want to make this corner a little bit of round, so border radius is 5 pixel. And the border bottom, so border bottom is 1 pixel solid, and the color is A8, this color code. This is also a grayish color code. And now the position relative. So why I am writing the position relative, so I will explain that one. So first of all, I will save this one, and if I refresh, so here you can see it's, first of all, it's added the background color grayish, which I have added this one, and added some padding from top and bottom. You can see it's added the padding, and this one is the white color, so which I have added here. So this one. And now guys, here I have added the position relative of this pcard, I mean this white color background. This one I have added the position relative also, because this div I will bring it into here so that's why position relative. And here I will set the top will be minus 170 pixel. So that time you will find, if I refresh, so here you can see this div start from here, so that is looks good. And so now this is done. And now guys, here I will light for the next css. So this one, the date, so I will copy this one, and just here I will paste this date, and for here I will light position absolute, because I will make this div floated. So position absolute, and when we write the position absolute or relative, so that time we set the top and left. Mostly when we write position absolute, that time we have to set top and left property from where the div will start. So top is 0 and left will be, sorry guys, so left will be 30 pixel. And the next css jet index. So jet index is also very important. So this div I will make it float. So how much float? Because below of this div, here you can see this is this one, because if I show here, so here this on the parent, so that means this is the below, and this after that this one is the child, so this is the above on this parent div. So that time, so pcard also I have written the parent div relative, and the this child div, it's a position absolute. So that means this div will be float on this div. So how much it will be float? So that denotes jet index. So here I will write the jet index on this date, that is 2, and after the jet index, here I will write the background color. So background color will be this orange color. Okay, so this orange color code you can write, and you can change if you want to write any color, so you can do that. So how you will get the color? Suppose if you are using the Visual Studio Code editor, so that time after written any color code, any 3-word color code, okay, like suppose if I remove this color, so suppose any 3-word color code using hashtag, so FFF. So now after hover, so it will open the color panel, and from here you can choose any color, whatever you will find it's looking beautiful, so you can choose the color. Okay, so I will add the orange color code. That you can add any color code if you find this color is looking better, so that time you can use. Okay, and the padding is 15 pixel from top and bottom, and left and right is 10 pixel. And text align will be center, so that means whatever text, it will be a date class. That means inside this date class, this is the date class, and inside the date class there is the h3 and h4 tag, so that content will bring into a middle. And now I will write the border radius. So border radius will be 0 0, top 0, right 0, bottom is 4 pixel, and left is also 4 pixel. So this is done. And now guys, here I will copy this date cs class, and here inside this date class, this is the parent, and inside this date class h3 and h4 tag. So I want to add some design for this h3 and h4 tag, whatever h3 and which h3 and h4 tag inside this date class, so that I will add design. So that's why I will copy this parent class and h3 h4. So now this parent class date and then h3, and I will copy this one, and just here I will paste, and instead of h3 I will write h4 because there is the h4 tag. So I will add some css here, and after that I will show you the preview. So first of all, font size is 18 pixel, and up sorry, not 18, here I will write the font size is 28 pixel. And now here font weight, so font weight is 700. And color, so color is white color code, and display will be block. So that means suppose this content is end here, okay, because this is the content only this line. But guys, if I write display block, so that means this content will be block up to whole of this line, so that is display block. And if I would write display inline block, so that means it will be a inline, so that means here the line would be block up to this content size. This content size it's end here. So if I would write display inline block, so this content size would block up to this content size. But if I write display block, so it will be block up to the line, whole of this line. Okay, so now this is display block. And here I will write margin is 0, and the padding is also 0. So that means from inside and the outside I will not add any space, so margin and padding 0. And now here I will write color for this h4 tag. Okay, so the color code I will write this color code, this is grayish color, and same thing, margin here also 0, and the padding I will write also 0. And now here the font size I will add 14 pixel. So save. And now if I show, so you will find here the design will be changed. So you can see the design is changed. Okay, so this is done. And now here I will add some design for this image. So first of all, this image parent is this one, so I will set the width and height for this parent div. So here width I will set 100%, and the height I will set 200 pixels. Okay, and now guys, if I save, so that means this parent div, it will I have set the height and width is 100%. So that means the parent div of this image will come up to here, because the width is 100%, or inside this policy image parent div is this one. Okay, so this width is this white color, so I mean not this one, this one. So this is the white color, so this width is here. So if I write the policy image parent, so this will come up to here. So now this is done, and now I will add some css for this image tag. So here I will copy this one and just here I will paste and this image tag. So here I will write width is 100% and the height is also 100%. So and now here I will add transition effect. So transition all 0.3s and is. So this is transition effect. So now guys, when so first of all I will show the preview. So here you can see the now image is done perfect. And now guys, when I will hover on this image, so I will add some css that make it zoom in. So that time here when I will hover on this image, so I will copy this image and here I will light the hover effect. So when I will hover, so that time the image will be zoom. So for that here I will light transform. So I will transform this image and transform scale 1.2. so this is the zoom 0.2, it will be zoom. 1 is the normal size and 1.2, so that means it will make this image transform when I will hover, that is 1.2. so if I save and if I refresh, so when I'm hover on it, so you can see the image is zoom in, you can see, but it's overflowing. Okay, when it is zoom in, so it's overflowing. So if I have to be right in this here overflow is hidden, so that time if I write the parent class overflow hidden, so that means the image when it will be zoom in, so the image will not be overflow. Okay, save. You can see now it's not overflowing, it's inside this parent class it is zoom in because the parent class is overflow hidden. So this is done. And now here I will add the css for this h2 tag. So the h2 tag parent class is this one, policy pcart. So I will copy this class and just here I will paste and I will write the h2 tag, and here is the p tag also. So same thing, just I will copy from here, and here instead of h2 tag I will write p tag. So first of all I will add some design for this h2 tag. So the first thing will be text transform is capitalized. Okay, so that means here is the text is you can see first is capital and after that everything is small letter, but if I write the capitalized, so that means all the first letter of the word, so that will be capital. So like a is already capital, but b will be capital, e will be capital, here e will be capital if I write capitalized. So let's check it first of all. So now you can see every letter, first letter is capital of everyone. And now the line height, so line height, so line height will be 24 pixels. So line height means guys, here I will explain. So this one is the line and again this one is the line, so between these two lines it will be a space, so that is line height. So line height is 24 pixels. So save. You can see the height is now decreased because it's a I have written 24 pixels. You can see the changes between this line. Okay, so 24 pixels. And now here I will change the font size. So font size will be 18 pixel, and now font weight will be 700, and now margin is 18 pixel, 10 pixel, and then cursor is pointer. That means when I will bring my cursor on this h2 tag, so it will be a hand sign, so that is cursor pointer. And now transition, here I will add some transition. So transition all 0.3s and is. Okay, so this is done. And now here I will hover on this h2 tag, so that time I will add some transition effects. So here I will write the hover tag also. So when I will hover, so just here I will change the color. So color will be this color code, orange color. So that means when I will hover this h2 tag, so it will change the color this. And guys, this color will change very smoothly because I have added the transition property. So if I save and now refresh, so you can see this is this one, and now if I hover on this, so it's changing color but very smoothly, you can see. So now I will add some css for this p tag. So first of all, I will change the color of this p tags. It will be this color code. Okay, and now the color is changed, and the line height will be 21 pixel, and font size is 14 pixel, and here font weight, so font weight is 500, sorry, only 500, not a pixel actually. So this is done, and if I save, so you can see now it's coming like this way. So now I will add some css for this button. So here the button is class read more, so I'll copy this read more class and just here I will paste. And now here first of all I will change the color of this button content, because there is the written read more. If I show, there is the button name is read more, so the color of this read more will be white. And after that here I will change the background color also. So the background color of this button will be this gray color. And now save first of all, and if I show, so here you can see it's a gray color and the content is white. And now here I'll add some more css property, that is font size. So font size of this button content will be 14 pixel, and now padding will be 14 pixel from top and bottom, and left and right will be 0. And now guys, another css property I will add, display block. So that means here the button is end here up to content. So whatever what was I was explaining before, that is display block. So if I write the display block, so that means the button will be block whole of this line, I mean the button will comes up to here. So if I refresh, so you can see the button is comes up to here. So this is done. And now guys, here I will write another css property, that is text align center. So the text align, so text align will be center. And now here I will write text transform, transform I will write uppercase. That means the read more content will be uppercase. Now it's a capitalized, the first letter is capital and after the small, so that is called capitalized. But if I write transform uppercase, so the here you can see it's the uppercase. Okay, and now I will write the font weight. So font weight is 700 and save. So here you can see the 700 font weight. And now here this one is done actually. So now I will add the css for this icon. So I will copy this read more, and here inside this read more class, this class there is the I tag, I mean this icon. So I will add some css for this icon. So and I will add the css, that is here you can see the content read more, and mean the button name and the icon, there is no space between there. So I will add the space. So here I will write, that is margin left is 4 pixel. And here I will add the transition will be the same 0.3s all, and is this is transition. So that means when I will add the button hover effect on this button, so it will be add very smoothly. So this is done. And now I will add the hover effect on this button, so this one. And here I will add the hover effect. So I will write hover. So when I will hover this button, so first of all I will change the background color of this button. So I will add the background color, this color code, and the color also this one. And when I will hover on this button, so that time I will add some effect on this I tag. So that will be margin left more space, it will add more space when I will hover on this. First of all by default it will add 4 pixel, and when I will hover on it, it will add more space, that is 6 pixels. So now it's done. So save. If I hover, so you can see it's changed into orange color and it's added more space. Okay, and now guys, one thing I will add on this button, that is border radius. I will add 4 pixels. So that means this round of this button will be, a corner of this button will be round, not a 4 pixel. It's too much round, so I will add 3 pixels. So now it will be perfect. So you can see it's now perfect. And now guys, here you can see when I'm hover on this button, so the underline it's coming in on this below of this text. So for removing this underline here, when I will hover on this button, so that time here I have to be write text decoration is none. That means this underline comes by this text decoration. So if I write text decoration is none, so that time the underline will not come. So now you can see if I hover, so the underline is not coming. Here you can see the effect also. So this is done, and now the same thing I will add for this 2 more column. Okay, now I will go to the HTML, and just here from this policy card, just here I will copy and I will paste here, and the image name I will change, because this p2 here I have already set the image by this p2 name, and this one, and here I will change this p3. So this is done, and save, refresh. So here you can see it's added this design. So guys, this is very simple. And guys, next tutorial I will add the carousel on this card. Okay, so if I click here, I will add the carousel, and when I will click the button of this carousel, so the card will be slided. So the next tutorial I will show you that. So hope guys you have enjoyed this video, and if you want to get more this type of video, so please subscribe my channel and press the notification bell icon. If you press the notification bell icon, so whatever video I will upload, so that will reach up to you.